things. My statement there was intended to be private, and it was leaked, and it is too harshly stated.
Dr. Dobson, you are a very influential man. You have a very strong following. If you say that if the inevitable candidate is Senator Thompson, Rudy Giuliani, Senator McCain, and they're going up against Hillary, it appears Hillary's going to run away with this whole thing here, and you take this position, does it not concern you that ultimately, at the end of the day, that Hillary is elected, that will take positions far more detrimental to the things that I know you hold near and dear to your heart? What does that prospect mean to you? Because a lot of people are saying that if you do that, you will ultimately basically be offering a half a vote to Hillary. How do you respond?
Well, that's what I meant at the top of the program when I said that this is tough, this is hard. I don't like either choice. But I tell you, Sean, that I know what you stand for. And we have really been neck and neck, side by side on nearly all of these issues. And I think by your supporting Giuliani and helping to get the nomination for him, you're about to see the contradiction of most of the things that you stand for.
Well,
You've got a few issues that you base this on, but I just don't agree with them.
Listen, we're friends and we'll always be friends here. Just to defend myself a little bit here, is I think all three of these top candidates are infinitely better than what Hillary Clinton has to offer on the significant moral issues of our time. I watched New York City in the case of Rudy get transformed. I believe him when he said, because he's best friends with Antonin Scalia and Samuel Alito, I believe him when he makes this promise, as did Fred Thompson and as did Senator McCain and as did Mitt Romney. I don't want a Ruth Bader Ginsburg on the court for those reasons. We got about 40 seconds for you to respond in this segment.
Well, Sean, we're just going to have to agree to disagree. I do see where you're coming from in regard to Hillary, but I've lived my life on principle. I haven't always lived up to them, but I have tried to since I was a kid, and now is not the time to bail out in the hope that somebody will be better than we think he'll be.
So what is
Three of the five alleged finalists for Attorney General that President Bush just considered were on my Judicial Advisory Committee. Ted Olson, Mike Mukasey, who he selected, and Larry Thompson. And when you look at the other people on that list, like Estrada, and I mean, these are the kinds of people that I look to for advice. They generally look at the legal issues the way I do. I myself am a strict constructionist.
And then he went on to say he'd look for somebody like Alito, Clarence Thomas, and John Roberts.
Sean, if he feels that way, why didn't he do it when he had the opportunity to appoint conservative judges in New York? And let me just tell you this. This is a very important point. You may not agree with this either. But if Rudy Giuliani wins, I'm telling you the pro-life and pro-family movement is gone. If it's Hillary, as bad as she is, there will be a mobilization to fight what she's trying to do. If he is put in office by conservatives and by those who are pro-life and pro-marriage and pro-family, I'm afraid that we will not recover from it.
You mentioned earlier that you thought that, well, we still have a year from now, there could be another candidate that emerges, and certainly I would say Mike Huckabee probably has the best chance if you look at the polls in any way.
He's one of them.
I like Duncan Hunter. I like a lot of these guys. I like Mike Huckabee a lot. But the reality is this process has now been expedited, and we will probably know the candidates by February 5th. That's just about 100 days from now. So at the end of the day, you are now saying that the only top-tier candidate you would support would be Mitt Romney.
Sean, I don't agree with that statement either. We had reports that were given in Salt Lake that indicate